the thing. My hair looks a really hot mess today, but I don't care. I'm just gonna roll with it. Oh, I know it looks really bare at the bottom, so maybe we should. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about money saving, how to save money fast. Before I go into it, I want you to know that everyone's financial situation is different, but I hope you'll be able to use this tip into any financial situation you find yourself. First and foremost, you have to have a goal you want to achieve once this money is saved. Maybe it might be that you're planning to travel, or you have a trip that you really want to go for or to, or you can have an investment, something you want to invest into. You just need something that would keep you going, that will keep motivating you during the process of you saving some money. So straight into the tips I have. Number one, buy only what you need, and only buy something if you need a replacement for it. What I mean by this is, you only buy what you need at that moment, and you only buy if you need a replacement. Say like a shirt is worn out and you need a replacement for the shirt. You really know that you need that shirt, then you buy a shirt, and that will be like a replacement to the one that is worn out. You want to take that one out and replace it with the other one. By so doing, you're not spending so much money on clothing or things you don't necessarily need, but only on things you need. And a creative way to change your mindset is thinking, how much time do you need to work to get that item? How much time do you really need to work to get that item? Say like how many hours you need to work, how much are you going to make during these hours for you to get that item. And if you convert the price of that item to a per use amount, say for example you want to buy a 20 pound shirt, and you wear it just once, or you know you're just going to wear it just once. That's 20 pounds for one use. It doesn't make sense to do that. But if you know you're going to wear the shirt 200 times, then it is 10. So that kind of makes sense, because you're going to get more use out of whatever you're buying. So you want to put that at the back of your mind. You have to be creative when you want to buy anything. You have to think outside the box. Don't look at whatever you're buying because it's beautiful, it's pretty, and you just want to go ahead and buy it. Number two, reusable pad. And this goes to women. For me, I have my preference when it comes to pad, but I know that it's a debatable one. But if you don't mind trying the reused pad, Grace, hello Grace. If you don't mind trying the reusable pad, or I think it's Diva Cup they call it, then you can save up on buying pad from the supermarket every month. I know some people will say it's not a lot of money to buy pad, but come on, we know that during our great grandmother's years, or even during our own years, some people, even till now, some people still use, reusable pads. So if it's something you love to try, you can try your hand on it. I know that some countries it's still very common in some countries, so you might want to consider that if it's something you like. I know some people say it's not hygienic, but it is, because you get to wash it. Okay, so let's just try and save our environment and save us some money. Number three, analyze your daily habits and cut out any excesses. Like anything you know you can live without, cut it out. When you look at your statement, your bank statement, or when you look at your everyday life, you would understand what is worth investing into and what is not. And you can cut those that are not worth investing into, you can cut them out, and by being creative or looking for cheaper alternative. Number four, avoid credit cards and live without debts. Live only with the money you really have. If you can do that, you'll be able to save up more, you'll be able to budget more, and you'll be able to plan ahead. When you know this is the amount of money I have every month, you can budget, you know what comes out, you know what comes out from it, going into your bill, personal shopping and all that stuff. Then you can budget and save up on some side by the side. Number 5, be aware of prices when you go shopping. Look, try and compare. If possible, try and go online, compare the supermarket before you go in. I do that most of the time now. When I go into the shopping mall, I look at what I want to buy, look at the price. I already know how much I get it for at a particular supermarket, so I try and factor that into whatever I'm buying. If it's more expensive at that particular store, I don't buy it there. I'd rather go to the other store where I get some discounts. Another way I get some items, especially things you need in the house, i.e. bed, TV, and some other stuff that you really think you really need, is by going to, I use Facebook Marketplace. There are so many sellers there that sell cheaper things at a cheaper rate. I mean, I've got so many fantastic things there. There are new things that you can even get at a cheaper option. You can check charity shops. There are so many options there. Do your research before you buy anything. Number 6, use a glass jar to save money. I have actually 2. I have one for coins and one for notes. So what I do is, at the end of every day, I check my purse, I check my bag. If there is any extra money in there, I put them in the jar. If there is maybe a day that I decide not to buy anything, I put those money aside into the jar. So you might want to try the jar way to the glass jar way. I know that during our own days growing up, we used to do that. When our uncles come to the house, they give us money. We have like a glass jar that we put the money into. When it's our birthday and we get some presents, we get money as a present, we put it into our jar. You might want to practice that and practice it with the kids too. I know that Africans, you're quite you understand what I'm talking about, but even if you're not African, you can as well get a normal day glass jar. It might be a strawberry jar or something, and just try and save up some money. I'm sure you'll be surprised at how much you can save into your jar. Number 7, take lunch to work. Take food wherever you go to, so that you won't have to buy food out, you won't have to buy takeaway, or you won't have to go to the restaurant to eat, especially when you have kids with you. Try and pack lunch with you, try and pack dinner with you. And if you are the kind of person that grab coffee on the go, or you go to Starbucks or wherever you get your coffee from, I would advise you make your tea or coffee from home. That will save you lots of money. Number 8, I think I'm trying to run through things so that this video won't be too long. Switch to cheaper brands on consumable products, i.e. toiletries, cooking ingredients, and some other things that you usually buy at your supermarket. You could find a cheaper option, cheaper brand to buy when you get there. That will save you tons of money. Number 9, consume less energy at home. Whatever you're not using, electricity, anything, turn it off. Water when you're brushing. I know that my kids, they do that a lot. When they're brushing, they just leave the water running. Turn it off. Just run water when you need it. Look for energy saving companies and do your comparison and see how you can save money on your energy. Number 10, sell what you don't need. I know donating is a good thing, but there are some things that are really precious to us, or there are things that we've really invested so much into and we just don't want to part with them, like just giving them out. You could resell those things and get some money out of these items. Number 11, have a don't buy day. What I mean by that is, have a particular day in the week that you don't buy anything, you don't spend any money, and you can save up that money that you're supposed to use that day elsewhere. You can save it in a jar, or you can save it in your bank account. Make sure you have a no buy day. That way you're not buying anything for that day. No matter where you go, what you do, you're not going to buy anything for that day. Number 12, set a monthly budget and set some money apart for savings. When you do your budget at the beginning of every month, make sure you have, no matter how small the money is, make sure you have some money set aside for savings. No matter what you're going to do that month, no matter what you're going to buy, no matter what you're going to invest into, make sure, even if it's £1, even if it's $1, make sure you have it set to be saved for that month. Number 13, DIY. Try and do DIY. Do things yourself. Try and put your hands on so many things. Repair things. Try and repair things yourself. You'll be surprised. You'll be shocked at what you can do. You'll be surprised at your own ability. I know I do that a lot around my house. When something gets spoiled and my husband is like, oh, let's call a handyman to come do it, I'll say, no, let me try it first. And I always surprise myself. So Try and do DIY things. Gift when you want to give gifts to loved ones. Cards. Try and be creative. Bring out some cards and create cards from those things you have around the house. Create a gift with what you have around the house and gift them out. Number 14. Swap things with family and friends. If you have good friends, family that you can swap things with, do that instead of just going out there to buy. If there is something they like from your own wardrobe and you like something from their own wardrobe that they don't really like, you could swap things, especially if you wear the same size. You could swap things, you could swap toys, you could exchange toys if you have the same age group of children, kids. You could swap toys, you could borrow toys from each other. That way you're saving money on buying toys, you're saving money from buying loads of things. Number 15, live a healthy lifestyle. If you smoke, you want to try and cut down on smoking. If you drink, you want to cut down on drinking, and you want to try and wax food together in the house. By so doing, you'll be surprised that you will live more healthy life. Those are the 15 tips I have for you. If these tips have been helpful, if you've learned one or two things from this video, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you love it. Share. Join the Move squad. I'd love to have you on my squad. Join the family and leave a comment below what you do to save money. Tips I love to learn from you too. Leave every comment below. And before I go, I'll leave you with a word. Be true to yourself. Love yourself. No one can love you the way you love yourself. Make yourself happy. Do something productive and just relax and make yourself happy. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.